Everyone, last weekend I was privileged enough to speak to at a big SEO event in front of a couple hundred people, and I talked to them about how you can make passive income on autopilot. What I'm going to do today is actually show you the same presentation I gave them with a few bits removed that were there for the people live, but I want to give you access to the entire presentation so you can see how you can run an SEO or really any other type of business on complete autopilot and make passive income with it, getting other people to do the work for you. So let's dive into that presentation and check it out. All right, so today we're going to talk about mastering outsourcing or scaling your SEO agency through outsourcing. For those of you that don't know, my name is Chris M. Walker. I founded Legiit.com in 2018, founded Superstar SEO in 2013, and I like pizza. You may be asking why the M dot. It's not an ego thing or anything like that. It's because of SEO international powerhouse and legend 90s one-hit wonder Chris Walker, who has unfortunately conquered my name, so I had to get creative and add the M from my middle name to it. So that's why it's the M. So today we're going to talk about outsourcing. And the first thing you have to ask when talking about outsourcing is, should you outsource? In most cases, the answer to that is going to be yes. There is just too much to running an even moderately successful agency to do it all yourself. No matter how skilled you are, no matter how good of a salesperson you are, whatever it is, if you want to achieve certain levels of success, you're just not going to be able to do everything on your own, no matter what any course or any guru or anybody tells you. You'll stall quickly, and more important than that, you're just going to be completely miserable and you're going to hate coming into work, which defeats the whole purpose of running an agency and working for yourself. But you also can't just hire full-time employees, particularly in the United States, because it's very complicated. It's very expensive. Every employee costs probably twice as much as their salary. So the only thing that leaves for you to still be able to grow and scale is outsourcing. So the next question is, why should you outsource? Even if you are a one-man gang, you are the CEO of your company. Even if you're I don't believe there's such a thing as a solopreneur, but if you're a solopreneur, you're still the CEO of a company. And in a CEO's job is what the kids that work for me call big brain moves. I hope I used that correctly, but basically it means that you need to be focused on the higher level things, the vision for your business and your company, sales and marketing, and anything that makes the company money is where your time and attention needs to. And to be able to effectively focus on those things, you need to outsource. And to be able to effectively focus on those things, you are going to have to outsource the other things that are going to take up a lot of your time and not actually move you forward. So when should you outsource? This is going to be something that everybody has to decide individually. For example, I waited way too long. As recently as late 2017, I was doing everything myself, and it was too much, and it really stunted the growth of my businesses. If I hadn't made an initial outsourcing decision, I wouldn't have Legiit today. So again, this is going to be different for everyone else, but here's a good test that you can take to determine if you're ready to outsource. If you've ever been talking to a lead or a prospect or someone that you want to do work for in order, get paid, and they say no, and your first thought is, well, at least I don't have to do the work now. That means you need to outsource, because you should want everybody to say yes, and you shouldn't be relieved that you don't have to do it. So you need to be, if you answered yes to that question, if the question being if you've ever had that thought, then it's time for you to outsource. What should you outsource? And again, this is going to depend on you, your goals, and your skill set and where you want to go, but you have to know yourself a little bit. So if you're great at sales and marketing, then you need to outsource the fulfillment. This is probably the best setup, because no one's ever going to really be able to represent your company as well as you do. So in the beginning, you're going to want to do that as much as you can. But there are other people that prefer to leave the customer facing stuff to others and want to do the work. Particularly for SEO, this is common because most SEOs would rather be behind their keyboard than talk to a person. So you can go that route with it as well. I don't think that's as effective, but it's certainly possible. And then other people just want to offload the pain in the ass administrative stuff that comes with running a business, the coding your expenses, the setting up your calendar, the replying to your emails, that sort of thing. So what to outsource? As much as possible is the short answer, but there are two questions to ask are, does this task that I'm doing make the company money? If the answer to that is no, then it should be outsourced. If you're doing things that aren't growing your business and making it more revenue and profit, then it's somebody else needs to be doing it, because that's where your focus needs to be. And then, do I have to do this task more than once? If the answer is yes, it should probably be outsourced. It's not a perfect rule, but for the most part, if there's something you have to do more than once, somebody else should be doing it. Specific things that you can outsource in an agency on the front end. And by front end, I mean customer facing things. The first one is stuff like accounting and bookkeeping and taxes. This is a huge time suck. It's low level stuff. And if you don't know what you're doing, you can really fuck yourself. So hire an accountant to get all of that stuff handled for you. There are tons of great ones out there, and they're relatively inexpensive in most cases. Outreach and appointment setting, you are going to have to generate business somehow. Most of that's going to be through some form of cold outreach, whether it's email, whether it's DMs or something like that. Get somebody else to do that, because it's really just a matter of creating a script and pressing some buttons. And it's just not a great use of your time. Administrative work. I already mentioned stuff like coding your expenses. There's, getting your meetings scheduled, making sure your calendar is right. Just little nonsense tasks like that businesses need to do, but aren't really particularly a big brain move. Those are kinds of things that you should also outsource. Specific things to outsource on the back end, meaning fulfillment work, are web design and web development. If you look at any of my web design, you will understand why it needs to be outsourced. This can be very tedious and take a lot of time, and it's not something you need to be fiddling around with. You need to be growing on your business and thinking about your next moves. It's not, setting up the proper CSS or something. Content writing, again, this is a really time-consuming task. And there are a lot of great writers out there that work very, very cheap. You can also use AI. I prefer to use human beings for my content still, but you can use ChatGPT or ZimWriter or whatever tool that you like. On-page SEO, again, this presentation was originally given to a room full of SEOs, so I focused this portion of it on SEO pretty heavily. So on-page SEO takes a lot of time and a lot of skill, and in most cases there are people out there that are better at it than you are. So get one of them to do this for you for a reasonable amount. Same thing goes for technical SEO. And link building is a huge, huge undertaking. If you're going to get good quality links that actually get results for you and your clients, you probably don't need to spend your time setting up Pitchbox and all these other things. You need to be doing the outreach yourself or building the PBN, or not. You don't need to be doing the outreach or building the PBNs or whatever it is yourself. You need to get someone that focuses on that and let them do it. And the same kind of goes for anything you offer to your clients, whether it's PPC, social media management, or really anything that you sell. You need to get enough of an understanding of it that you can grade the work that's done for you and make sure they're doing it right, and then get them to do it, whether that means hiring somebody as sort of VA to fulfill it, or just getting a freelancer to do it. You need to get someone else to do it, because it's not where your time should be spent once you understand how it works. Who to trust? This is important, and it's a big question that I got. And even after making this presentation and covering it, I still got this a lot. So it tells me that people have trust issues, and it's understandable, because your business is an extension of you. And before you trust someone with it, let alone give them money for it, you want to make sure they can not only do the job, but they can be trusted with critical information. Make this easier. The way to make this easier is to is by having them do something small and simple where if they screw it up, it's not that big of a deal, to see how well they follow directions, see how quickly they can fulfill, see how just good they are, how trustworthy they are, and then just start adding more and slightly larger tasks until you get to where you can totally trust them with important things, and until their plate gets full and their performance degrades a little. Then you know you've hit what the most that you can get out of them, and there's that. You don't want a crooked accountant, go look up the boxer George Foreman and see what a crooked accountant can do to you. You don't want some link builder that doesn't know what they're doing and just blasting your site with SE nuke. And you don't want a content writer who's literally just going to push a few buttons in ChatGPT and spit out your content. Maybe you do. I don't get that personally. I want well-written, human-written, well-researched content. But my point is you want to use this strategy to get to trust people, get to know their work and know them. Where to find people to outsource to. Now, this one is probably what most of you are here for. There's a lot of different things you can do. You can ask your friends if you have those. I hear they're great. I don't have many. You can ask your family, your colleagues that are qualified to give you a referral. And for example, if you needed an accountant that gets internet marketing, let me know. I can hook you up with a referral. But just ask people that you know to give you their experiences with people and get referrals. That's the easiest way. You can also use Google and other search engines to read reviews and just kind of find people with the skill that you need. I think they're the freaking devil, but sites like Trustpilot can give you some idea of sites that you can use and people that you can trust. Or you can find them on online marketplace platforms. And the one I happen to be partial to is Legiit. Look, outsourcing is hard. You have to know what to outsource, who to outsource it to, where to find people that can handle the work, keep track of how much you're spending, keep track of the progress of every client, and find ways to improve the results you're getting for them, because that's the goal, is to get them results so they keep paying you forever. This is a lot, and I know from experience it's a lot because I did it, and it's a ton to juggle. As a successful and overwhelmed agency owner, I knew the struggle that people go through to outsource to run their agency effectively. And I used that experience to make Legiit the only platform specifically for business owners and agency owners. And there are two components to Legiit that make it so you can run your agency nearly hands off. Like, you're never going to be fully hands off, of course, but you can get pretty close. The first one is what most people are going to be familiar with, and that's the marketplace. This is where you can find freelancers that can help you do the work and can do the work for you, or you can find courses to learn how to do it yourself if you want to go that direction with it. But this is the marketplace is what most of you are going to be familiar with Legiit. We have higher quality freelancers than any other site on the internet. It's not just another marketplace. Our services are worth more than $5. And Legiit does not cater to people who want a video of a guy dressed like Jesus singing them happy birthday. That's a specific example from a marketplace that you probably all know of. It's like their highest selling service, or one of them. Legiit is designed to help agencies and business outsource to trusted, talented, and highly screened freelancers. Our freelancers go through a 55-point inspection, their services do, and then they go through a particular inspection themselves before you ever even get a chance to see them. And then there are quality standards beyond that. There's Legiit check. And then there's the Legiit guarantee that you're going to get exactly what you paid for, or you're going to get refunded. So we make sure that the people that you outsource to are going to do a good job for you, or they're not going to be with us very long, or they won't be there in the first place. Like I said earlier, your business is an extension of you. You want to be able to trust the people you outsource to, and Legiit is here to handle all of that for you. And then the second component is the Get More Stuff Done dashboard. You may not be as familiar with this, but it's revolutionary, and there's nothing like it anywhere else in the industry. The Legiit Get More Stuff Done dashboard gives you access to all the information about your website, your business, and what you need to do. It gives you project management tools. I'm going to link another video in the description to kind of walk you through the whole thing, but this will give you everything that you need to run your business and keep track of it and outsource to the people that can get stuff done. So this is kind of this other part of it. It's too much to fit in one slide, But basically, this allows you to handle everything in one place. Now, since we launched in 2018, which is almost 6 years as I record this, the number one thing our customers have told us is, how do I even know what I need, right? Like they say that we've got so much great stuff that they don't know what to buy or what to do to get the best results for their business. So we solved that problem by combining all the tools you need to understand and track your business, as well as our nearly 6 years of data on what sells and what works and what gets results, and use AI technology to help you understand exactly what you need and tailor it specifically to your goals, your business, and your industry to get you the most results. And it's really, really simple to use. All you have to do is put in your website, and this is thisawesomewebsite.org. You're going to choose your industry, and this is really important to get right. So, because the data that we use is based on what has worked for other people. So choose your industry. Then you're going to choose your goal, grow blog traffic, improve SEO. You can see the list there. And you're all set. Now, again, I'm not going to go through all of the different tools that we have. If you look at the sidebar there's a lot of options, and there's going to be a lot more coming soon, although I can't reveal those publicly in this video, unfortunately, but there's going to be a lot there to really help you grow. And there's a lot of different tools. And again, check out the video that's linked in the description for more on how that works. And then what you're going to get is suggestions based on your specific needs. So this is our audit on-page SEO tool, and it gave me some suggestions on things I could do to improve the on-page SEO for my site. And it recommended services, and ironically, it recommended my own service, but it recommends services that can help you fix that as well. So it uses AI to look at the type of business, the problems that you have, and give you solutions, and then give you people to implement those solutions as well. Like I said, there's too much to go into to cover in one presentation. But if you check out the video in the description and in the first comment, you'll get a complete walkthrough of it and understand how you can use it in your. So that's going to end the presentation for today. When I gave this live, I gave some sneak peeks of some stuff that's coming to the dashboard that's going to make it even more powerful. But that was exclusive for the people I gave this to live. I also gave them some special discounts and some other things. So if you were in the room, you know about these and you're able to use them. If not, just to stick around. We got some great stuff coming down the pipe for you soon. All right, so there you have it. That is Outsourcing 101. That is how you outsource your agency. And if you need recommendations for specific things that you need to outsource, maybe specific people, use the Get More Stuff Done dashboard at legiit.com/dashboard, or you can message our on-site support on legiit.com and they will help you out. One other thing I ask of you is to subscribe to this channel. In the next week or two, I'm going to start putting out 3 videos a week along with at least 1 live stream. And there's going to be a ton of great value for everybody coming soon. So be on the lookout for that. If you have anything, if you need anything else, let us know. We're here for you. Leave your questions in the comments and we'll do our best to, well, I will do my best to answer them for you. So thanks a lot. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.